Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another astro gravitational report. The energies are moving. The energies are shifting. Talking about this slow movement, you're gonna find this slow movement is attached to Pluto going direct. He's the slowest moving because transformations does not happen for just snap of a finger. And you're gonna find these energies that they're gonna be talking to us. What did that mean to you, though? Those energies talking to us. Mars is currently in Scorpio. He's active. He's just want to create action. He wants to go. He wants to do. He's pushing. But that transformations from Pluto that it's slowing down. Mars is like, hey, buddy, don't do too fast actions. And the current configurations with the Sun and Mercury is says only one thing: ask questions, communicate before you act. Don't act just on the base of out of the desires. Don't act on the base of this impulsiveness, but act on the base of balance. And this is what is going to be this test of Mars of the masculine energies, what they are going to do. Now the support with Venus is coming, but the energies overall is going to be about this perfect test. Are you the masculine? You did your work. So I'm going to be going on right now with going within the charts, and it's going to be intensified in the morning. The rising energies, which is that's going to be the ascendant. That is a at 21 degrees of Libra. It is going together with the Mercury, with the Sun, with we're talking about with the South Node that is in 24 degrees of Libra still. That energy is going to be very, it's like too many things to do, too many things to work on it, too many things to focus. But what do you got to do? You have to calm your mind. Who is on authority of calm down your mind? It's you. So the authority is the sun, and looking at the divine energies between Neptune and Uranus, as you guys following the astrology report, you see that the universe makes these changes with the deep visions that it's coming and teaching you from the past. What did you do in the past? Especially that the Sun and Mercury is with the South Node. What did you got in the past in you? So talking about later on at 8 o'clock, that energy is going to be with Mars. It's going to be showing you what you're going to have to face during the day through the ascendant. Midheaven is in Leo. That is going to be create a little bit more intense energies because the midheaven there is at 9 degrees at Leo is going to be squaring Jupiter at 12 degrees of Taurus and also squaring Mars. So Mars is opposing Jupiter. Mars is kind of like acting but not growing. If he had not been grown, why are you going to do this? So you have to learn things, but you already learned things. Mars taught you while was retrograde. He had that beautiful energies with Saturn. Saturn right now it is in a beautiful trines with Mars. It does like a little bit more body. You need to learn a little bit more. What do you need to learn? Learn things in the shadow because Scorpio is underworld. Mars is right now under pressure, under testing. So be compassionate with yourself. Okay. The 9 o'clock, the energies, which is midheaven, is in 24 degrees. That's what you're going to be dealing with. But what you're going to see is exactly this shadow side. This Scorpio's energies, they're going to begin to increase. The moon is still in Scorpio, and the moon is going to be squaring midheaven, and she's opposing the universe. And this is why a lot of the people, they're not going to see this connections to the intuitions within themselves. Why? Because that intuitions is currently blocked. The only way they need to look it is to see the visions of the past, review the past, see what the past had in there. What did you do in the past? And create something different, create something better. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven goes with Venus and Lilith there together, and Virgo. A lot of healing, a lot of healing. You may feel like the feminine energies, like, okay, what is it restricting me? What is it preventing me of that growth? What is it preventing you from that growth? That right now, Jupiter and Venus, they're in a beautiful trine on Earth, and Jupiter has been in retrograde motions. Is like review the love from before. Don't make the mistakes from before. If you have not support your masculine, support in him. If you have not getting the currently support, why? Maybe you have to work within yourself to develop your feminine energies, to develop this perfect understandings between feminine and masculine energies inside of you. So this energy is going to be a very active. Those two are very powerful. We're talking about Zeus and Athena coming together in Olympus. All right. But Zeus have to work. Zeus has to perform. Okay. He has to tell everyone else what is it going on to grow. But what is the growth? Who controls the growth? You. And facing at that oppositions with Mars, this is one of the when Zeus is angry at Mars is the warrior in there. So be mindful about the growth inside of you. If you're not growing the proper way, why not? All right, so 11 o'clock, mid-Kepler, it goes into a very beautiful kite with Uranus, with Pluto, with Neptune. That energies remind you of that is at the end of Virgo. What's going to happen when you heal this? Venus is heading that way. Venus is going to be coming into that way. And when the Venus comes in that way, that one of this kite is going to help. But you had that kite during with Mars, when Mars was in Virgo before entering Libra. Did you heal? You healed the masculine first. Now you're going to heal the feminine energies. Their ascendant is at Sag, and that ascendant is going to be telling you expressions. What do you express? But be mindful about those expressions because those expressions they are squaring Venus and they're squaring Saturn. You don't want to talk about the limitations of love because the limitations of love is if you don't talk about them, you're not going to be able to overcome them, and that is a part of transformations. So 12 o'clock midheaven goes into a Libra. You're going to be working with contracts. You're going to be working with balance. You're going to be working with the power of love. The divine energies with Jupiter is going to begin to be active. The ascendant is also in divine energies with Uranus. There is a beautiful sextile with the ascendant, the rising energies with Mercury. You're beginning to understand that the proper ways to communicate. But communicate before you communicate what you need to do. You have to learn to ask. Ask yourself about those communications. Is this communication the person will understand? Is this is going to be the right thing? Because if the person doesn't understand your words, where your value goes in there. And looking at the inside of you guys, take a look at this energies more because if you putting so much energy but there is no balance in there, then the balance of Libra is going to be telling you, listen, you have to do something else. Okay, so ask, and from the asking, you're going to be creating these communications from within. Then the communications will determine the actions. But acting without communicating, without understanding, is basically setting up on failure. So here is it's coming in that 1 o'clock energy, which is the midheaven, is right between Mars and the Sun is at 29 degrees of Libra. That energy is going to be positive in lots of the way, but also is going to be viewing these Mars positions, Mars squaring Pluto, midheaven squaring Pluto, the Sun squaring Pluto, Mercury squaring Pluto. It is about like, oh, I cannot change, I cannot transform, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Really? No, you can't. But you have to look someplace else that you have not to look in there. Look yourself in the universe and let the universe help you to that transformations because you want to be if you operating from the old understanding of slavery. Okay, this is a the man has to be the provider, the woman has to be the servant with everything, and that's how it goes. No, it is about the freedom and the power of the transformations when two couple coming together, they become the powerful couple and understand the energies. But first is you. If you don't communicate, if you don't act, there is no balance there. You have not transformed, you have not changed. And that can lead you to internal, to the external conflicts. Talking about 2 o'clock energy, midheaven is at 14 degrees of Scorpio. That is going to be direct oppositions with Jupiter and Uranus. So you're going to facing this. Mars is going to be really testing on that. But the test is coming because you've learned the performance of Mars is going to be depending of what you have done in the past 6 months. That is it when the Mars was in Taurus. So if you have a Mars and Taurus, what is it going on with you? Because Mars and Taurus, when you were born, is going to facing Mars and Scorpio. My own situations, my money, my thing, while your actions, your fights of what I have to do with the material possessions with others, or the material possessions that I have with others, they're coming in and what I have to do. If you're thinking only about yourself, then the thing's not gonna go well. But if you communicate to that oppositions to see, to mature, as a Mars have this transitions while he was in Gemini retrograde, you develop this relationship, the friendships, and there you are going to be using that energy in the Scorpio. That is going to be giving you the beautifications of actions. You're going to be happy with your actions. So at 3 o'clock, midheaven is meeting with the moon. That is going to be focused within your emotions, but the emotions can be running hot. And talking about hot because it's oppositions with Uranus and is a square with Saturn. Well, you have not learned things. Looking at the inside of the shadow, what you have not learned. So what happened is the midheaven and the moon, they're beautiful trines with Neptune. And Neptune says, like here, here's the situations here. You have seen what you have not seen. What you have not seen is where? It's in the underworld. But you need to learn to communicate it within the underworld. What's going on internally inside of yourself? Go dive deep from within you. The things that uncomfortable, that what needs to be spoken out. Right. So talking about 4 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at Sag. That is going to be these expressions, but that midheaven is squaring the feminine energies. It's squaring Venus and Lilith. Be mindful what your expressions of feminine energies is right now. Oh, I don't need you to be like this, or they want you to be like this, or I don't accept you like this, or I don't get you like this. Oh, so you have preferences. Is the preference that hurting you as the feminine energies? So the divine energies between midheaven at this time and Jupiter is going to help you to grow. It's like, I need to mature because the things that I want from others, I need to look and develop in me. So 5 o'clock, the energy is going to be calmed down, very beautiful, beautiful expressions of understanding, time to talk, time to learn this, time to communicate in this. Ascendant is very beautiful energies. The rising energies are coming with Neptune. And midheaven is in a very beautiful sextile with the Sun and Mercury. Communications is resolving the internal conflict. Under the divine guidance that it's from Jupiter and Neptune, this energy is going to be bring so much positiveness. Yes, there's going to be some solar energies, but the most of the energies through the conflict, you find the synchronizations. There's always going to be a conflict. There's something that needs to be looked. And talking about 6 o'clock energies, there are going to be beautifications about the love, specifically about Venus. Midheaven, it's 11 degrees and 11 minutes at Capricorn. Beautiful power with both Lilith and Venus. Beautiful power together with Jupiter and Earth, the growth, the maturity, the spirituality, and the public service performance. It's just beautiful energies that comes in to help you solving the things you have to solve. But 7 o'clock is going to be touching to that energies of transformations, what you have not changed, what you still have to do, what you still have to get in there. Just because you cut the diamond, that doesn't mean that the diamond can reflect its maximum light. You have to polish it. You have to give it a form. You have to transform it from this glass looking rock. You need to cut it, make a form, and give the beautifications when it's polished. Are you polishing yourself? Are you become this indestructible diamond inside of you? And that's what Pluto it is trying to teach us. Okay, because if not, what is going on? But you need to remember the good things are always built under pressure. Okay, so don't run away from the pressure, otherwise you are run out of life. All right, so next hour at 8 p.m. that midheaven is going to be at 9 degrees of Aquarius. If you have something within the Virgo or something within the Cancer right there with that divine energies towards um, or you have something in Aries, look at it in there. Those divine energies, they're going to be talking to you. It's about love. Ascendant is in Gemini, but that's going to be squaring the moon and squaring Saturn. A lot of you is like, you know what? This is my limits. I can't do this anymore. I can't getting into this. I can't transform myself. I can't. I can't. But you can. You only have to find new ways of transforming yourself. Just something doesn't work. That doesn't mean it doesn't work. That means that you may have to find a new way inside of you to make it work. And at 9 o'clock, you're learning what you need to do. At 9 o'clock, midheaven is together with Saturn. Is at 25 degrees of Aquarius. Beautiful kind, beautiful energies of communications, beautiful things. You're gonna have this aha moment. It's just like the light bulb kicks in. This energy is like, okay, I got it. I'm moving. I'm not get. I got a new idea. Let me check this out. Let me get this. You're gonna have this things, but you're also gonna have the energy of the emotions. Well, something prevents me. Something is out there that I cannot do it now. Yes, you cannot do it now. Why? Because you have to learn these energies. You have to work them out, and that's what takes time. That's what Pluto's moving is moving slower, and Saturn right now it is beginning still in retrograde mode. He's going back and back. So at 10 o'clock at night, midheaven is going to be on Pisces. That's going to be opposing Venus and Lilith, and the Saturn is going to add it into this feminine energies, and the feminine energies like, come on, something good's got to happen in there. The good thing is the growth under pressure. If you have this work within these energies, you work with the inner peace, you're going to get this positiveness in there. But if you go with a direct conflict, the conflict doesn't help. The conflict shows up the road of the things that you need to do and work. The rising energies, the ascendant is within Cancer, divine energies with the moon. It's all about the family. But what family? Family that is within you. You're going to find the mysterious way because the mysterious way is working with what? The 10 degrees midheaven is in a very beautiful sextile with the 12 degrees Jupiter. The beauty is there. The spiritual growth in the material world that right now Jupiter providing to us. Use your spirituality to talk to yourself. That spirituality brings you the wisdom. The wisdom fix your psychology. Psychology fixed your thinking process. Your thinking process released the hormones and the gravity that you spread it out. What are you thinking? And at 11 o'clock, that's going to be the greatest time. You're going to be finding probably yourself in the bed, thinking about the visions. Those visions are powerful. They're powerful. They're giving you this late night communications before you go to bed. And this is what is so important, that before you go to bed, what are you telling yourself? I mean, that's energy is very good with Pluto. That energy is very good with Uranus, the sudden changes. That energy is in divines with the Sun in Mercury. You talk through what you have to get it done. You create these sudden changes. It's like, you know what? I see it doesn't work, but I'll find different ways. But I'm gonna do it with peace, with love, and a balance. This is the power of Libra. Okay, use these energies, these divine energies between Pisces and Libra. Use those energies between Taurus and Libra. Using them because that is the mystery, the ending of things, and building things. Material world, Taurus. Okay, guys. That's all I had for you. Thank you so much for watching it, and come back tomorrow. And now, if you have some questions, I will look at it into the chat. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, we're going to be closing this chat, and I am going to be talking to you guys tomorrow. All right. No questions. I'm going to give you love here. Wish you a great day, guys. And remember, ask and you shall receive. Be loved, guys.